up, y'all? I'm Morgan, the CEO. Welcome back to Black Lesbian Wealth Channel.
For anybody winning on the low like me, putting in the effort trying to get it like me.
Today what I wanted to get into was Webull. Well, first and foremost, I want to get into the stock market. I know it's kind of been trending a lot lately, so I'm pretty sure if you might be already into it or you might be thinking about it. So what I wanted to do was teach you a little bit about the stock market, let you know what it is that you're jumping into, and then also teach you about one of the brokerages called Webull. Before I get into the advantages of Webull, the question is like, what exactly is the stock market? So the stock market is basically public companies who are no longer private, they're public now. Basically what they do is they get funding from retail investors, which would be us, and then they have private hedge funds, stuff like that, people who trade on the stock market. So when you buy a stock, you're buying a share and a piece in the company, so to speak, basically ownership, and it grants you access to a lot of their financial paperwork and stuff like that. What you see is that when people are trading, you can do it on Cash App, you can do it on Robinhood, do it on Webull, TD Ameritrade. Essentially what they're doing is buying stock, so buying shares of the stock and ownership within the company. You're probably wondering what's the benefit of me doing this. Let me give you an example, and I'm going to give you an estimate because I really did not do any type of research to see how much the stock of Amazon was back when it went public. But let's say that Amazon was $5 once they went public, probably back in the 90s, I'm not sure when. Assume it was $5 a share. And so you bought it up. It's like, all right, $5. So you bought 100 shares, right? $5 times 100, that's $500, right? So you had $500 into the company. So now in 2021, the shares at Amazon, I don't know, let's even see. I'm gonna let you know. $3,147.17. So imagine if you bought it for $5 back then, and you bought, how many shares did I say? You bought 100 shares of it. So you would own 100 shares of Amazon. Do the math, it's a lot of money that you would have essentially right now. You can do day trading, you can do swing trading, and then you have people who buy and hold. So the Amazon situation is basically a buy and hold situation where you bought it back in the 90s, and here we are 2021, and it's worth millions of dollars, right? So, boom, you can cash it out, you can sell some of your shares. I wouldn't say sell all, but you can sell some of your shares, and then you can pocket the money or reinvest or save or whatever it is. So it's basically like a nice savings account, so to say, right? With a high return, higher than what your savings accounts are initially. Forgot to say this, but first and foremost, I do want to say that I'm not giving you any type of advice when it has to do with financial anything. So I'm not giving you financial advice, no tax advice, no none of that advice, first and foremost. So I just want to kind of give you all an idea of the stock market and let you know about the brokerages and stuff like that. So then you can go out and you can do your own research and figure out if this is something for you. Now, we are going to go into Webull real quick. Webull is something that I use. I used to use Stash, and then once I really got in heavily, like actually researching what the stock market was and researching the charts and all that other stuff, I realized Stash was not what I needed. That's more of somebody that just wants to buy and hold and put their money into the stock market and let it grow. The same with Cash App. I've used Cash App, but it's the same way. So Webull is kind of like a level up. TD Ameritrade, if you have Ally Bank, they do trading as well. Once you know how to trade on the stock market, you can use any platform. But like I said, don't use the platforms like Cash App, Stash, and stuff like that if you actually want to be a trader. If you actually want to swing trade, or if you want to do day trading and stuff like that, because you're going to want to have access to the financials of a company. You want to have access to the charts and all that other stuff. So let's go into Webull. So this is Webull. This is the application on the phone. Now they have one for the computer, and I'll do that on another video because it is a little different. I'm actually trying to navigate that one myself. But on the phone, real simple. When you go into Webull, you're probably gonna say, what is all of this? It's a lot of information, but once you go through it, and they actually have like their own little community that like a training, onboarding type of experience. So you can do that too. So you can learn more about the stock market, and you can learn about their platform. So the first page is the watch list. So with the watch list, you're gonna basically, it's kind of like a playlist for music, but It's a playlist for stocks. So whatever type of stocks that you're actually researching, haven't bought yet, but researching, because you're going to want to research companies. If you're just starting out, what you can do is maybe look up companies that you put your money into every day. So Starbucks, if you go to Starbucks, Walmart, Apple, stuff like that, Tesla, basically any company, honestly, that you see out here in the world that's advertising to you and stuff like that, they're probably public. So you can look them up and you can put your money into them. Now, certain businesses, their stock is a little bit more pricier. So again, like I was saying with Amazon, unless you have like $3,000 something to buy one share, then you may not want to get into them yet. You might want to stack up your money to buy shares in them. But the good thing is that you can buy fractional shares, but you can't do that on Webull. So if you want fractional shares, then you might want to try out Robinhood or Cash App or Stash or something like that. So that's fine. You can buy fractional shares if you really want to have Tesla and you really want to have Amazon or anything that costs over $500 and stuff. So, but again, you can't do fractional shares on Webull. You cannot. So, you got the watch list. You can see mine. Well, these are my current positions. So I have stocks in basically all these companies, and I have a few options as well. And I will talk about options on another day. I created a watch list for dividend paying stocks. So dividend paying stocks are basically companies that will pay you to hold shares in their company annually. Some do it monthly. Say per share they'll pay you 17 cents. So if you have one share, they'll pay you 17 cents. If you have 10 shares, they'll pay you 17 times 10 and so forth. So you can essentially just get paid. Once you buy their stocks, then they'll pay you 4 times a year or they'll pay you monthly. So I have a watch list for my dividend paying stock, and then rates. Rates are basically real estate stocks. So technically I'm invested in real estate without being a landlord. These are basically notes that I put for myself. So you can name these whatever it is that you want. So now we have markets. So the thing with Webull is that you don't have to just trade in the stock market. You can do cryptos. You see it here. So you got United States, got the cryptocurrencies. You see Bitcoin is still doing its Bitcoin thing, Litecoin, Ethereum. So if you're into cryptocurrencies, and then this is global, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. So it's like foreign exchange, forex. I don't do any of that stuff. Maybe one day. I do put some of my money into cryptocurrency. I'm still trying to figure it out, and I don't like to put my money behind stuff that I don't have no clue what it's about. So as I'm learning, then I'll probably put more money into it. So for now, I'm just doing the United States stock markets. So that's the markets, and then you can basically, it'll show you the top gainers. It's showing you the most active, so volume on some of these companies. Sundial Growers, yeah, I had some shares in them, but I sold it. AMC has been jumping up and down lately. Hot ETFs. ETFs, let me just say all of this stuff real quick. So ETF is, if you think about it, it's like a pot. So it's a pot with a whole bunch of companies into it, and you have a percentage of it. So like say an ETF could cost $100 to buy a share. But within this pot, you got Amazon, you got Apple, you got Tesla, you got something else, right? Ford or something like that, all in the pot. So for $100, you got a percentage. It's kind of like a fractional share, but you got a percentage of all of these companies that's in this whole fund, that instead of buying a separate Apple share and a separate Tesla share, all of that stuff, because you'll be Apple, I don't even know what Apple is trading on right now. Actually, let's look up something. So up here is the search bar. You just type in, here we go, AAPL. This is Apple, the company. And if you want to know that you're in the right company, eventually you're going to start knowing what these tickets are. But for Apple, it's AAPL. But you're going to want to know this because, as you see, I typed in Apple, and then you got Apple rates. That's real estate investment. You got all this other stuff. And you don't want to find yourself investing in a company that you thought was Apple, but it was not Apple. So you can come down here to profile, and it's going to tell you Apple Inc. It lets you know about the company, boom, the industry, phones, handheld devices, computers, blah, blah, blah. That's the industry. Institutional holdings, this is what I'm saying when it says you can get all the information about the company. Cash App does give you some of this stuff, so I'm not gonna like shit on Cash App, but ETF. So this means Apple is in an ETF. Remember that pot that I was saying. So Apple belongs to Vanguard ETF. Boom, I clicked on that for $366.15. Let's go back. So Apple is $124.80. So Vanguard's ETF has Apple, Microsoft, Visa, Nvidia, MasterCard, PayPal, Adobe, Intel, Salesforce, and Cisco. All of those companies in the pot, right? So for $366.36, you have a percentage of all of these. So Apple was 120 something, right? Let's look at Microsoft. Oh shoot, I can't click on it. Okay, let's do Visa and then we're gonna do Microsoft. I think Visa is V. Yes. Visa is $219. Boom. So $219 plus the 100 and something that Apple was, that's already at 3 something. Vanguard was 3 something already, but let's add in Microsoft. You would think it would show up. Oh, here it is. 233. We're already over $366 already, right? So what you would want to do is get an ETF, and now you have a percentage of Microsoft, Visa, and Apple, and all those other companies for only $366, as opposed to buying each one of those stocks separately. I hope that made sense. So anyway, let's go back because I started rambling and I didn't mean to. Okay, so down here, it's telling you the best performing industries: school, college, university, renewable energy, automobiles. So this would be a good way for you to go in and see what type of companies, for one, are out there, because there's a whole bunch of companies that you just really didn't even realize. So in this section is probably the best part, like the best place that you can go to learn about companies that are performing the best and what industries and stuff like that. So this is a good way to start doing your searches so that you can know, okay, this is what I want to put into my watch list. And from then on, then you're going to want to research the company, find out if they have any bad news going on, who's their CEO, what's their financials, have they been meeting their financial goals, if they pay dividends, have they been meeting those promises, stuff like that. And then you're going to want to look at the charts and start understanding charts if you're like a serious trader. If you're not a trader and you just want to buy and hold, then you don't have to really do all this. But if you're really trying to get in and you're really trying to just maybe get in options or just make some quick money, which I'm not going to say quick money because you can lose money too, so I'm not trying to make you feel like, oh, it's like a gamble, you can just boom win the lottery with the stock market. That's not the case. But if you are smart and if you do your research from the companies and you do start looking at the charts and start reading books, learning about it, you can make some good money. This middle section that has like the logo is like the personal area. This is where all of your current holdings are going to be, but also all your money. So at the top, it shows you the net account value. What you see here is a whole bunch of stars. That's because I made it private since it's my personal stuff. But you'll see numbers there. It's basically going to be your current position. So how much money that's invested in the stock market from you, by you, how much money you have in your cash account and all that other stuff. Alright, so open P&L. Oh, well, I'm not going to read this to you all, but this is what I'm saying. When you can click on stuff and it's going to start telling you what this means. But P&L is your profit and losses. It's going to let you know how much money you're gaining or how much money you're losing overall in all of your positions. So you come down here, all your positions will be down here. I'm in several positions. It'll let you know what company, how much you invested, how many shares, blah, blah, blah. That's all down here. You can do a trade from here. You can check the performance of your portfolio. You can transfer your money in and out of Webull. And then if you click over here on the more, I would advise you all to just kind of go through a lot of this stuff. It has like your orders history, it has all your personal account information, bank information, account details. And what I do want to show you here is, over here it says stock lending income program. Okay, so what Webull does is they give you money, they give you interest for holding a stock for the long run. Let's see, mine hasn't really been much because I swing trade a lot on here, but I did have a couple companies that I had held for a few months. So they paid me like 14 cents here. You can see it on here. Basically what they do is they lend the stocks that you own out, and then they'll pay you interest on it until you sell it. You have to hold on to your stocks in order for you to get that. So it's like so many different ways that you can make money. Just, you know, residual income, even if it's just, you see on here, it's just 14 cents, but 14 cents adds up, especially the more shares that you have, the more stocks that you own and stuff like that. Automatically when you sign up for Webull, you're automatically signed up for the stocks loan program. But you see here I'm enrolled, but it says exit program if you don't want that to happen, if you don't want to be enrolled in it. So you can see all the information, your trade confirmations. You do have to pay tax on your profits, so they'll give you all your documents and stuff when it's tax time. So also one other thing that I wanted to show you all before we end this video is paper trading. So what paper trading is, you see it says $1 million here. That's not my money. It's not real money for the most part. It's fake money. They give you money so that you can practice before you actually use your own money. So this is a good way, once you're starting to learn options and you're starting to learn swing trading and stuff like that, we can go in here and you can actually buy some of the companies or buy some of the stocks in a fake way by paper trading it. So you won't lose money. You're not really gaining money either. But it's just a practice run. So if you're new to it, I would advise you to go do that. So you click on that, it starts you off with $1 million. You can do a quick trade, boom. And then you see down here it says paper trading, so it lets you know this isn't real. If it doesn't say paper trading down there, then it's real. So you might want to go back and make sure that it says paper trading, or else you'll be using your own money. Then you have over here the menu section. This is also a personal dashboard. However, what I do want to say is, so when you sign up for Webull, you get free stocks. And then when you refer people with your referral link, you get free stocks, and they get free stocks as well. So if you want to check in on your free stocks to see the status, or if you sign up somebody or whatever, you would come here and it's going to let you know, boom, what stocks they gave you. And then your invitation bonus and all that other stuff, so you can invite people. So through social media, if they sign up through your link, then you see here it says refer one friend, get 2 free stocks. So that's pretty cool. So a cool thing about Webull is that they do like these little referral games and stuff, where here it is right here, Webull wheel. You click on that and it's a drawing, right? And 1,000 shares of Google, you can win that. So that's pretty cool. But all you have to do is invite people, sign them up. You go through some of their lessons and stuff like that, and it makes you eligible to get free stocks. So also in the promotion center, just go through it. It's just a lot of information here. Your alerts, you get to set up your alerts and stuff that you want. Alerts about the company. So say now you have Apple stock, and you can go in here and say click alerts. Well, it creates a feed. This is the feed that I'm doing. I have an alert on this company called NIO or NEO, so people say. But you come here to alerts, you can add an alert, and then, so say I wanted Apple alerts, I click on that, so it can alert me when the price goes above a certain price goes below, percentages is moving up, if there's any new news that I need to know. Say like Apple does a deal with Tesla or something like that, it'll show up on my phone. So you can create alerts about a company as well, which is really cool, because it's important for you to actually stay up on these companies. So you probably don't want to just like go blindly buying some of these shares in companies without knowing what they do, knowing the industry that they're in, knowing what's happening on a day-to-day and stuff like that, because ultimately you're investing your money in them and they're using your money. So if they're about to tank because of bankruptcy or something, you would want to know that, right? So staying up on them in the news and stuff like that is really, really important. What I think is a really cool feature here, it says my posts. It looks like a social media network. I don't post at all, but they had this thing where it said, give me your 2021 goals. This was my goal, dividend income to reach 200K, right? So what's cool is that you can use this, let's go, where it says community, let's go to a company. So you see here comments, you can leave comments under certain businesses and stuff like that. and you can make a post. So this right here is pretty cool. You can see what people are saying about it. These are the basically the Webull community. So there's like a social network within this as well. I don't really do it, but it's cool. People be on here talking and stuff like that, and you might get some good ideas. But don't just go blindly listening to people either. Just because they say, oh, AMC about to shoot up to the moon, that don't mean go buy it, because you could lose your money. So hot predictions, look, AMC, stuff like that. Right here, it gives you like a little stock prediction. Lets you know if it's bullish or bearish. Bullish means, okay, you think it's going to go up. Bearish means you think it's going to go down. So real quick, what I do want to show you all is how to actually buy a stock. Okay, so I selected a stock here, KOPN. I would first, me personally, I will go through this chart. I would choose from, you can go here and choose 1 day, 5 day, daily. You can do all the way down to 1 minute, 5 minutes, stuff like that. If you know how to read charts, then you would know what you're looking at. And in another video, I will start showing you all how to read some of these charts. But me personally, before I buy certain stocks, I like to do some research, and that involves charts as well. So here, these are indicators, MACD, RSI. Again, that has to do with the actual charts. So I'm not going to go into that. I'll do that in another video. So I just want to show you all how to actually buy a stock. So you come down here to trade. You're going to place a limit order or a market order, or you stop and OTO are ones as well. But the most common are limit orders and market orders. So I'll go into depth more about limit and market orders in another video. But a limit order is basically telling them how much you want to buy this stock for if it reaches this price. If it does not reach this price, then do not buy it for me. So right now, currently, the stock is trading as $10.18. So, it just went up to $10.19. So say I don't want to pay $10.19. I want to do $10.18. So this is a good example. So I'll keep it here at $10.18 for the limit price. And down here, I want to buy 1 or 2 shares. Day means time and force, meaning you can select that little I next to it and it tells you. That's what I'm saying. What's good about Webull is that they actually show you what all of this stuff means. All you have to do is just click on stuff and read. But the day is basically saying you got day and you got GTC. GTC is good until canceled. So you have 60 days. So within 60 days, if it goes down to 10.18, then we'll buy it for you. We'll buy the share for you. But day means a day order. So the stock is open, the market is open from 9:30 to 4 o'clock. So between 9:30 to 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, if the stock goes to 10.18, if it drops back down to 10.18, it's at 10.19 now, but if it drops back down, they will buy 2 shares for you. If it does not, then you miss out, because at 4 o'clock, it will cancel. That's what day means. It will cancel at 4 o'clock because it's only good for the day. If you select GTC, then you have 60 days. All right. I usually do day orders. Boom. Extended hours means, okay, I said the market is open from 9:30 to 4, but they have pre-market and they have after hours. I don't trade during those times. You can't really do options and stuff like that during that time. Either I'll do another video about the difference between pre-market, after hours, and stuff like that. Stocks fluctuate during the pre-market and the aftermarket a lot. And then you'll see, like, during the actual market between 9:30 and 4, it might drop. It might be super high in the pre-market and then it drops down in the actual market. So I don't really do extended hours, so I don't select yes. Then in this area, it will let you know how much buying power you have. That means how much cash you have on hand. The money that's not like stuck in all other shares. So for me, all of my money is out in the stock market. So I have my money in shares. So I only have $3.24 to mess with. So I could not buy this stock because it costs $10.18. However, it will let you know how many shares you have the money for. So that's why it says 0 for me, because I don't have the money in there. But it will let you know how much the estimated amount will be. So for 2, you're looking at $20.36. Boom. Take profit and stop loss would mean, okay, if I cut that on, right? So say you're somebody that works during the day, you're 9 to 5, right? And again, I said the market is from 9:30 until 4. So say you want them to kind of just do the work for you, right? You can't just be on the computer or on your phone just like, oh no, it lost 50 cents. I need to sell. I need to go into this. You can't do that while you're at work. So what you do is put in a stop loss order. So it has a number here for you already. It says $10.07. So if you bought it at 10.18, say it drops down at 10.07, that means you lost 22 cents. Say you don't want to lose anything else. So you have, it's important to know what your risk is, like how much money you're trying to risk. So if you don't want to lose any more than 22 cents, you will keep it at $10.07 and tell them if the stock share drops down to 10.07, sell it, because I don't want to lose any more money. So that's what you would do. Now, the take profit order means it has $10.28. So if the stock rises from 10.18 to $10.28, then you've profited 20 cents. And it lets you know right there. So it does the math for you. So you can put it up more. You can say, hey, you could say, I believe that this stock is going to go up to $20. So sell it when it gets to $20. That means you profited $19.64 per share. So what it will do is, as soon as it gets to $20, it's going to trigger it to sell for you. Boom, you'll see it in your cash account. Well, not necessarily your cash account. It'll be in unsettled funds, and then in 2 days, boom, it's in your cash account, and your buying power, and you can use that and reinvest into something else or cash out. That's what the take profit and stop loss is. So basically you're done, right? But you're actually not done until you select buy. I'm not going to select buy because I don't want to buy these shares. However, that's all you have to do is select buy. But that's if you're doing a limit order. But real quick, what I want to show you is a market order instead. So if you go to market, boom. A market order just means you don't have to put in all those numbers, right? All it means is I just want to come here, buy 4 shares for the day, select buy, boom. Whatever price is at, whatever price see, look, it's at $10.15 now, right? So that means if you had did that limit order that was at 10:18 a few seconds ago, then it would have bought for you because it was at 10.19 and then it dropped to 10.18 and boom, it would have bought it. Market order is basically saying I'm not putting a limit on it. Whatever the share is right now, that's what I want to buy it at. Hurry up and buy it. So if I were to select buy right now, it's at $10.14. So that means it's going to go ahead and buy. However, the downside to it is, say a stock was trading, say at 9 o'clock, KOPN was $10.14. Then at 12 o'clock, it was at $12.14. And then by 3 o'clock, it's at $9. That's really drastic. I don't think most stocks are doing that in a day. However, if I bought that stock at 12 o'clock when it was the highest, I don't remember how much I said, but say it was at 12 o'clock, it was $50 or something like that, then a market order is just going to go ahead and buy it. Now, I done spent $50 on KOPN when at 3 o'clock, it went down to $9, and I could have bought it then for $9. A market is basically saying, at this very moment when you select buy, whatever the share costs, that's how much you want to pay. So you might find yourself paying more for a share within a day than you have to. So that's why people like to do limit prices or limit orders. Again, like I said, if that doesn't make sense, I'm going to do another video that's actually going to talk about limit, market, stop orders, stuff like that. For the most part, once you select buy, you want to make sure you select buy. It's going to go down to the open orders until they actually fill it. If it's a market order, it's going to fill immediately. If it's a limit order, it's waiting for it to get to that price. So it will show open orders, and then down here it says my positions. That's letting you know all the positions you're in at the moment. Boom, my stuff is in the red, but that's cool. It'll come back up. And then if you wanted to trade an option on this KOPN, you would just select options. Now, I'm not going to go into what all this means because I have to explain to you all what options mean first. So I'm going to make another video for all of that when it comes to options. But that's basically how you use Webull. I would advise you all to just go through it. Well, once you sign up, it's real simple. You just go to the app in the App Store and type in Webull, set up an account. Now you're going to have to fund your account before you get your free stocks and all the other stuff. You're going to have to give them a copy of your driver's license and stuff like that. But that's basically what you got to do with all brokerages. They just want to make sure that you are who you say you are. You can use the link, my referral link. I'm going to put it down into the description. And you can use my referral link and you can get free stocks. I would advise you all to do that. I think if you just sign up on your own, you get like maybe 1 free stock, but why not get 2? So you can use my link down below, set up your Webull account, start investing. I'm definitely gonna put in more videos that's gonna tell you more about the stock market and explain stuff a little more, but I just wanted to give you a quick little rundown of Webull. But TD Ameritrade, I heard, is pretty good. Robinhood, you kind of use it at your own risk, do your own research since they've been having problems a lot. So yeah, that's all I have for you all. I appreciate you so much for sitting through this. I don't know how long it is. I know it's pretty long though. But yes, I will be back. My name's Morgan the CEO. Thank you so much for tuning in to Black Lesbian Wealth channel. Click subscribe, like, comment, follow me on Instagram at Morgan the CEO. Peace.
For anybody winning on the low like me, putting in the effort trying to get it like me.